Hi there. On the 29th of August, we have a partial North Node lunar eclipse in Pisces. So this is the second eclipse in this eclipse season. The solar eclipse occurs on the new moon, and the lunar eclipse always occurs on a full moon. So this one, with the full moon being in Pisces, is the final series of eclipses in the Pisces Virgo axes. So they tend to occur over a couple of years in the same axes, and then as we can see that slowly now what's happening with the solar eclipse being in Leo, that the Leo Aquarius axis is taking over now. So what we're going to do now, with this, as this is the final Pisces one, it's a very, very powerful one. Even though it's only a partial lunar eclipse, it's extremely powerful because it's the final one in this series. And so the opposite, when a lunar eclipse occurs, it's when the sun opposes the moon. That's how we get a full moon. And so with this lunar eclipse, with the sun being in Virgo and the moon being in Pisces, that's the axis we're working on. So they're two very different energies. So what they're doing is they're asking us to try and merge and bring together our intuition and our logic, because they'll both be sparked at this time. So it's an opportunity for everybody to look at this time and how you can use your logical thinking in a more intuitive way, and how you can use your intuition to be more logical. These two can merge together and should merge together really well anytime, but particularly at this lunar eclipse could be a good opportunity to see how you can personally use it a bit better. So, because Pisces is ruled by Neptune, this is like an illusional lunar eclipse too, which means more revelations, more stuff being exposed globally and within our personal lives. Things are coming up. And what we may also see as a result of this lunar eclipse, and remembering lunar eclipses, the effect of this will last for around 6 months after the event. And so what we might find is that a lot of leaders, well-known leaders around the world, will fall. And again, because things are going to be revealed, things are coming out. What we're finding now, because the sun is in Leo, and the sun, we've got all this fire energy and we've got all this air energy. So things can't be hidden under the murky water anymore like they have been for too long. Things are coming out thick and fast. And so water will also be a big theme at this lunar eclipse. So around the world at the moment, we know there's a lot of wildfires, a lot of things burning, and it's a terrible, terrible things happening in all sorts of countries all around the world. And so with this lunar eclipse, the water might come, but what we might find with that is actual flooding, because the earth is so dry and so burnt in places that it won't be able to absorb the water as fast as it might fall or flood. So just be aware of that. If you live near an area that's prone to flooding or something at this time, wherever you are around the world, just be a little bit more careful, be a little bit more aware of the water table and what might happen during this time. So one of the other things with this, more truth bombs are going to come out. This lunar eclipse, it really is sort of lifting the lid on everything that's been hidden down, or made under some sort of illusion, because we're getting rid of this energy of illusion once and for all. So solar eclipses tend to relate to new beginnings, and lunar eclipses tend to relate to endings. So very important to always remember that decisions made at the time of an eclipse tend to be carved in concrete. There's no going back from them. So be very careful what you're thinking, what you're doing, what you're acting on at this time, because if you're not 100% sure of it, then don't do it, because you might end up creating something that you didn't really want to create. So just give yourself a bit of time and don't make any major decisions during this time. If things pop up that need to be dealt with, then you're going to have to deal with them. There's no doubt about that. But, you don't need to initiate anything or instigate anything too intense or too committed or too heavy at this time. Just give it a little bit more time to see how things might play out. So the thing with eclipses is they bring new beginnings and endings, and they kind of like take over for us. So whatever they present to you at this time, it's almost like you have to get out of the way and let the universe do it, because the universe always knows what's best for you. And so at this time, it will be propelling you forward, or instigating an ending in your life that is very necessary for you to be able to keep moving forward and carrying on the path you're supposed to be on. So because Uranus is also in play at the moment, being very active in Gemini, even though he's in retrograde, he's still super active. Because he's active as well, it means that, the curveballs are going to come. There's always curveballs when Uranus is involved, and it eclipses too can bring in curveballs, because they will initiate something that you either don't either maybe not don't want to initiate or don't have the courage to initiate or are too scared to initiate, whatever it might be, they will bring that whatever it is on for you so that it has to happen one way or another. And it kind of gets it out of the way for you as well. So just be aware that whatever comes up for you at this time is meant to come up for you at this time. Even though it might feel a bit uncomfortable, it's what's meant for you. So I am going to be running a masterclass on this lunar eclipse on the 29th of August. So the eclipse is on the 28th. I'll be running the masterclass on the 29th. And as I said, the effects of the eclipse last for 6 months. So it's not necessarily that the day of the eclipse everything happens. For some people it will, but not for everybody. So everybody's different in that too. So wherever the Pisces energy sits in your chart is where this eclipse is going to affect you the most strongly. And it's going to fall at 4 degrees. So it's quite a tight degree of Pisces. And so it will be very effectual for many, many people. So if you'd like to learn more about how this eclipse will affect you personally in your life over the next 6 months, then do join me for my masterclass on the 29th of August. You can just message me at deirdre@starwise.com, or just keep an eye out on my Facebook page or Instagram for the details of the workshop. I will pop it down in the comments as well once I've got the link through, and you'll be able to join through there as well. So thank you for listening to this today, and use this eclipse energy to let go. Just allow yourself, whatever comes up for you, let it go, because it's what you're meant to do at this time. No matter how scary or uncomfortable that might feel, it is what's best for you. So believe in that and allow the universe to take care of you. And I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye.